Mitch and I had left. We went back to England, and Jimmy got that Band of Gypsies thing together, Buddy Miles, Billy Cox, and Mitch and I completely missed out on all that. And we sort of just like hung out, and just sort of like next thing you knew, we was really, really close. I mean, super close. We was running together, you know, going down to the scene in New York, jamming, and, you know, seeing everybody and just having a good time, you know, and then just all of a sudden, just...
To me, like, was entertaining, as was his stage act for that matter. But the thing was, he was such a bitchin' guitar player that you know, that was enough. That was enough. And the other thing was distracting from it, and I think he realized that and wanted to get out of that and get people to just listen to the music.
There's no way that you can explain to people in, you know, in the state of Washington, or all the guys that Jimmy was in the Army with, or all, you know, the poor black cats who are trying to desperately get it together, that he was not having a good time. It wasn't that every day was a misery and a torture, but in a situation where it appears as if you've got the best of all possible worlds in order to get on what you were getting on. The discovery that, in fact, none of that was true, and in order to make a tenth of that true, you had to fight all day long, is something that you can't explain to anybody. I mean, most people assume, I mean, baby, if I only had $10,000, I mean, everything would be cool. You know, I mean, if I only had, you know, this, and this, I could get it on really well. I mean, another thing that Jimmy discovered is that isn't true. I mean, you know, he was poor, he was starving, he was fucked up, he needed a break badly, you know what I mean? And he had a really fucking hard time, I mean, much harder than I even know about, or most of us even have a clue. And as it got better and better and better, I mean, you know, first you go along on that trip and you're beginning to get the things you want, you're getting more money, you're getting guitars, you're getting recognition, you're getting your songs recorded, then you arrive at this particular position, right? Where, ideally, logically, legally, you are entitled to have everything that you need in order to get your thing on. And you begin to discover that that's not true. That you are expected to produce this under any kind of circumstances, that other people pick and choose for you.
There's no end to what he could have done. But the situation that he got placed in, you know, through either his record company, the management, the promoters, the publicity men, all those guys you got to deal with, you know, who are saying, hey, Jimmy, you know, we got a tour and you're here, and X number of people aren't coming in, and you better do this because your account is at X, you know, you invested in Electric Ladyland, and maybe this isn't working, or that is working. So I think he had all these pressures on him, you know, and you're not supposed to deal with that. You're supposed to make music.
Someone said it's hard to sing the blues when you're making that kind of money. This assumes that you can't be unhappy and have a lot of money.
Yeah, well, sometimes it gets to be really easy to sing the blues when you're supposed to be making all this much money, you know. Because, like, money is getting to be out of hand now, you know. It's, you know, and like musicians, especially young cats, you know, they get a chance to make all this money and they say, wow, this is fantastic. And like I said before, they lose themselves and they forget about the music itself, you know.